Hi and welcome back to It's a Miracle Budgeting. My name is Brandy and I am a predominantly cash budgeter. I do non-cash budgeting when it comes to using my card and paying it back with my sinking funds and cash envelopes. And that is what I'm doing today. Today I'm doing my expense payout for the last week of January and the first week of February. Not a full week yet, but close, and there's a lot of expenses, so I want to do it before they started piling up and it got to be too big. So this is from, let's see, I have a blanket that's shedding little fur everywhere. It's driving me crazy. It's a new blanket I got for Christmas and I love it, but this is from, I gotta start in January. I forgot I started in January. January 28th through the 3rd. So we are going to be doing our expense payout for that time frame. And if you're new to my channel, I do cash sinking funds, I do cash envelopes, budget with me's, expense payouts, sinking fund summaries, or month-end closes, things like that. If that's something you think you'd be interested in, I hope you'll like, share, subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. I do not post on the same day, the same week, every month. And then lastly, I am married, but we do not budget together. My husband and I have been together 20 years, married this year, together 23, and we do not budget together. We budget solo, and we have for our entire relationship, and it works for us. So budgeting is very personal. I have people make suggestions, and I always take them into consideration because there's been quite a few that I have implemented. In fact, my recent change to my challenge was a suggestion by someone. But I also don't take kind to snide comments, things like that. If you don't like something, don't watch it. That's what I do. Majority of my channel is very positive, but for some reason this budgeting separate thing is very triggering to certain people. I'm not sure why. So just remember that I wouldn't tell you how to do your budget, so don't tell me how to do mine. So let's get started. First thing I have is Ikea is an expense payout of $52.98. This is coming from home. Now I know I don't have that much in my home, so I am going to pull it from somewhere else as well. So I'm going into my home binder and I'm going into home. And in home I have $35. So I'm going to grab a calculator so we can keep track of the difference. So I have $52.98 minus 35 is $17.98. So actually I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into my clothing fund. I have not got any needs coming up anytime soon, and that's for my clothing. So I'm going to pull that out and put that in there. So we actually pulled out 55. And I'm going to mark that paid. And I'm going to clear my calculator over to the side. So this is done. I just want to mark that. Next is Ikea. This is actually a business expense. I bought, long story short, as you probably have tired of me hearing me talk about, I'm trying not to buy much from Amazon. Through work, we do get rewards. I got a $20 reward. The total was $25.49. So $5.49 is what I now owe. So I'm going to go into my business binder because it is a business expense. And I know I don't have change in here. Oh, I bet I have a 5 now. I'm actually just going to grab, I have a 10. I'm going to grab a 5 out of that pile. If I have one, I do. And so I'm just going to take 5. I'll pull the 49 cents either out of another envelope for being over, or I will pull it out of my rollover or my cushion in my account. So that goes in that pile. And so this one is $5. And that's paid. And I'm going to check that out. Okay, doctor, I actually have more doctor's appointments. Or not doctor's appointments. I have co-pays. I talked about this in my cash stuffing. Out of the blue, in late January, early February, I received notice of $100 in co-pays. It was 3 $30 co-pays and then $10. So I actually don't even have that much in my medical, and I would have paid them when they were due if I'd been billed. For some reason, at the end of the year, they figured out they were missing some of the co-pays or something. I'm still not even really convinced they're accurate, but for $30, I'm not going to get a collections notice and try to get my credit messed up. So, which I think sometimes is the plan. I swear that sometimes they think whatever and do it, because I have so many problems with never even being notified by the doctor and then getting a collection notice. So especially when we have an FSA that can pay a lot of these bills, it aggravates me. So this bill is $60. So this is actually $55.
So I'm going to pull that out and I'm going to mark 55, and then I will grab that 5 from somewhere else when I do the other bills. Paid. And I am marking these paid even though they may not be fully paid yet, because I will balance it at the end and grab money out of somewhere else. I'm not super worried about that. And here's another one. This is an Apple Subs. I actually put $100 on my card because I purchased an annual subscription and I only have 80. So I'm actually going to grab 80 from this, and I'm actually going to grab, not in this folder, 20 out of my, where is it? Actually, no, I'm going to grab 20 out of business because this is actually a business. This was for Canva for the year. So I'm actually going to grab, I had $20, $119.99. I had $20 already in my account. So that was $100 to put the rest. And since it is a business expense, I'm going to pull that out of there. So this is exactly $100 paid. Check. Next is First Savings credit card. Is a subprime card I have. It's one of the first credit cards I got when I began to build my credit. I still have it. I need to call. I heard from another person who has a card that you can actually call, and if you have good credit, they'll take away your annual fees and lower your interest rate. Haven't tried it myself yet, but it's $75. So I actually have $72 in here, coincidentally. So I will be $3 short. I actually will just put, if I don't have any extra in here, I will pull that from my cushion. That's paid. So next is a gas. I actually use a business credit card for my gas now. And actually, I'm going to do something different this week for that. But I paid $30 on my business fleet credit card for my business. And so that is this 30. I'm going to pull that out. Separately, I'm actually going to pull out this 50. I'm no longer going to roll this. I'm just going to deposit that money in my business account and use it for fuel and keep track of what I have in there. So I'm going to go ahead and deposit this in my business account, but it will be separate. I will not be putting it in the same account. Like, this other money is going to my personal account to pay my credit card bills. This is going to my business banking account so I can use it for my fuel. So pulling that out as well. So that is paid. That was 30. Paid and paid. Okay, so all of January's paid. I just want to total these up really quick and get a total for this page, so that way I can just flip back and grab the total and not have to redo it all again. 72 and 30 is 317. So let's just take a break and see what we have so far. Make sure we're close to on point. Especially when I have it split out. I like doing it so you're in the middle of it. You don't end up like, where did I go wrong? I'll know what's on this page if I do it now. So that's 100, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 93, 10, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so that's, I do have 317 pulled. Now I want to total what my owed amount is. 52.98 plus 5, 5.49 plus 60 plus 100 plus 75 plus 30 is 323.47 minus 317 means I'm short by $6.47, which I will make up in the February. I'll show you how I do that. I'm not allowing any balances to roll over, and that's where this is coming from. So in February, the very beginning of this actually happened on the 2nd, but it cleared on the 3rd. Is on my Amex. I did groceries for $110.05. So I'm going to go into, in my Amex card, you can see here doesn't show the account number, so it's okay for you guys to see that. So I actually have 51.05.06. So I'm going to pull that out. So I want to do 106, and that's paid. Check. Ulta, I had a ton of points. I actually ordered the new, so I ordered the new NARS foundation and something else, and the balance was $20.14. So I'm going to go into my beauty envelope, and I am just going to grab a 20 because I'm not worried about the 14 cents. I can pick that up somewhere else. I want these small bills to stay. I just want a $20 bill. Perfect, $20 bill. So that is paid. Check, paid, 20.
Next is car insurance. Okay, so this one's gonna get a little hairy canary. So I moved my car insurance to where my homeowners is. You get a multi-policy discount if you do that. Also, my credit rating had skyrocketed. So I actually saved $269 annually by moving it. So I paid $413 on my Amex. I already made a payment of $240. That was actually my transfer for this month. I have twice a month I put my car insurance in a fund. I put my cell phone in a fund and I leave them there. So I already had that payment ready. So it's $240 is being subtracted. So that was $173 and then I'm getting a refund. Let me just see how much that refund is. $130.77 is going back in my account. So I'm subtracting $130.77. When that hits my account, I'll turn around and put it right in my Amex. So $42.73 is actually what's left. So $42.73 is in that. And I'm actually going to grab that right out of my debt folder. I am not carrying on any debt, so I want to make sure that that gets pulled out. So we're actually going to pull out, see, you know what, we have some short, so we'll just pull a 50. So I did pull out a 50 for the 40. Oops, I put it in the wrong pile. 50 for the $42.73, so that's 50. And then pedal is my storage. I actually have a sinking fund for storage. Let me get this wallet out of the way. And so I actually have one that is for, everything's out of the way, storage. And I'm going to pull out $55. It's $54.95, so $55. So I will have 43 in here left. And at 55 is the monthly expense. I've almost got the next month covered. I would have liked to get this at least a couple months ahead, but so 55 went into that pile. So that's 55. So again, I'm going to total these up and see where I'm at and then do a grand total. 106 plus 20 plus 20. Nope. 50 plus 55. So 231 is what I should have in this pile. And I have 51, 52, 20, 25, 30, 31. I have exactly 231, so I did that right. And then the balance owed on all of these is 1110.05. My calculator on my cell phone has been messing up all weekend. At first I thought it was me and my little fat fingers, but it's not because earlier today I did it while I was working. 54.95. 227.87. So now I want to go back to January and grab that. So I was 647 short and I need 220 or 223 I have. So that's like, let me see, plus 323.47 equals minus 317 that we pulled out from January minus 231. That's actually 334. I'm actually going to take that $3 out of storage because that's perfect and I'm ahead of my anyway, so that's actually perfect. Okay, so we should be almost exactly on point. So plus 231 plus 317 to bring it back to that grand total of 551.31. So let me get these organized really quick. Singles, fives, these 50s on the front, that 20. Okay, so let's see if we have around 551, because I think the 34 cents will have to come out of my rollover. So you have 51, 52, 53, so that's 300, minus 300, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 92, minus 551, 34, minus 300, minus 200, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. So 34 cents is going to come out of my rollover. The rest is going to go in the account. So I've been doing these almost 10 days-ish, and they've been between 500 and 700, and I think that's probably my sweet spot. When I go a full 2 weeks, or when I have these really big expenses like the insurance, it just is too long and it's too much on my card. So I actually am going to continue to do these, even though it's not by the week or by the 7 days. I'm going to continue to do that. So we have $551 going in my checking account, and then I have my business account. I have $50 towards fuel going in there. That way I don't have to run to the bank when I use my business card. I can just pay it off from there. So that is what is going back to the bank, and that is it for my weekly check-in for the second week or midweek of the first week of February. If you like what you see, I hope you'll like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell. There is a sale going on my website right now, so if you have not checked it out, there's a link in the description to the website, and on my community tab, there is a discount code. I do ship for non-customizable items. I ship very next day, and if it's customized, I ship within 2 to 3 days. If you have any questions, don't forget to post them down below. And if you've made it this far, we're going to continue our little game. Tell me what your favorite place to vacation, visit, etc. So that is it, and I thank you for watching, and wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope your budget's going great and you're having a good day, guys. Thank you.